welcome to Paranormal Points of View. It's time of the month again. We have Barry R Frankish. How you doing?
Not bad, thank you. Apart from being a bit wet, what's this weather like?
Yeah, it's persistent, isn't it?
That's one word for it.
It's been persistent since I got back into England on
Yes,
Saturday.
I'm persistently wet through.
I've had 2 weeks camping in Scotland. It's been absolutely gorgeous. Come back to England, hit Stoke, and that's it. Couldn't drive, it was that bad. Couldn't see anything.
No, I know exactly what you mean.
So, and yeah, it's just puddles everywhere now, isn't it? But they are having trouble in Florida at the moment. They're all getting ready for the storms to hit.
Yes,
So you've got all that going on again.
we tend to get weather from the States about 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
Mm.
So probably have something else. There's been potential tornado warnings as well in the UK.
Yeah, because the UK is not really a place for tornadoes. Not what you expect, anyhow.
Well, I've had one hit my house.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just randomly one day. I
Yeah.
felt like I was in a car wash, and it's actually a tornado going by.
Crazy.
And
Yeah.
across the road, it ripped somebody's fences out and everything. So
We're quite lucky when it comes to weather, unlike the stateside, for some of the atrocious weather we get. But
definitely.
we complain when a fence panel gets knocked over. We think we've had a storm of the century.
Yeah, that's right. But now, that road near Milton Keynes,
River.
that's a right mess, isn't it?
Jesus, yeah. It's
And they've got some wagons coming along to empty it. Well, it's got to be a few journeys, isn't it?
I mean, driving back tonight, and it's the roads, the weather. I mean, the wipers are on full blast, and you still can't see where you're going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sort of had a storm. It was about 5-ish again. It's just non-stop, isn't it?
You still get idiots who can't drive in weather, different weathers. They still drive like they're on dry ground.
And car headlights would be useful.
Well, yes, and indicators.
Some cars don't have those, though, do they?
Yeah, especially BMWs.
BMWs. That's it. We don't seem to.
But that's another subject.
Well, yeah, we don't want to. Yeah, so I don't know what's happening. We don't seem to be getting anyone on the live at the moment. Whether it's a problem with StreamYard or not, I'm not quite sure, but we'll just carry on and hope.
Well, StreamYard does seem unpredictable these days.
Yeah, there is actually a bit of an issue. It's having problems linking to Facebook, and also they're actually upping the cost.
I've heard that, yeah.
So where I pay £20 a month,
yes,
I'm going to charge us about £40 a month.
I mean, other platforms, there are other platforms out there, aren't there? Which,
yeah.
Because I'm thinking, I normally use StreamYard as well, but if they're going to be trying to basically rip us off, and I'll go to a different platform. I mean, there are like things like Zoom and stuff like that, but that's more business related.
Yeah, that's right. But a lot of people did use Zoom.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how they do it, but then you only get 45 minutes before you have to pay.
Yeah, it's.
Hey, Richard, how you doing? So I'm not sure if we're not getting comments through or nobody's watching, but I'm not quite sure what's going off at the moment. But we'll see.
I'm going to look as well.
Yeah, so that'd be 2 of us watching then. We could actually find it. But yeah, it's just been rather... Oh yeah, it's on there. Oh, hello, Ian. Hope you're well.
Hello.
So,
We've got
yeah, we might actually be having problems with the StreamYard or Facebook or something.
I mean, no doubt we'll blame the weather.
So we kind of found a topic, didn't we?
We did, yes. Quite an interesting topic. Quite serious apertures to it as well.
Extremely serious, yeah.
Yes.
And it's something that I've been involved with. And actually, Ian Griffiths probably has been involved in it as well. Because Ian's medium. Oh, bless you. Glad you're okay.
Good.
So, finding time and time again, paranormal groups are going, is your house haunted? Can we come round and do an investigation? Or you've got, or people offering the services to go round and find out if your house is haunted.
Hmm. I mean, how do you? I mean, to be honest with you, how can you offer a service, for example, you don't have qualifications in,
That's
and how can you
right.
charge for a service you don't have qualifications in? You can't you cannot guarantee a service you're not qualified to guarantee.
That's it.
Hmm.
And are the people just going round for a free ghost hunt?
Hmm.
And then what's going to happen with the family?
Yeah, that's the thought. If it's a public, if it's a private domain like an house, a residential, it's a different story altogether. You don't go around to a person's house where they live, where they actually live every day, where there's families grow up and they've got children for a start. You don't go around there saying, and you've got demons in your house and stuff like that. Maybe piss off. I
Yeah,
mean, that's not good for a start. And just for a few YouTube likes, it's just not. It's not ethical.
yeah. Because I saw something where um, a person had been in touch with a team. They're petrified about something,
Hmm.
and in a few weeks they're going to do a live there.
Yeah, that's
It's not
not good.
going to help the situation, is it?
No. I mean, for a start, I mean, I've experienced something similar many years ago. Someone asked me if I'd like to endorse a property. This one lived in Doncaster, and
Yeah,
what I did as well. I did a recce, and I went round on my own in the evening and just drove past out of
yeah.
curiosity. I've not been to this particular area. I didn't know the area, and I thought it's a bit of a questionable area, put it that way. And
Okay.
the house was in, I won't say in disrepair, but it wasn't well maintained.
All
And I'm
right.
thinking
Okay.
I'm thinking we use it for revenue to get money into a building because like it's like there are other locations. There's one in Hull, and you probably know which one it is, and
Yes.
it's not in a good area.
Ugh,
It's not safe for living in. So the only way to get money out of it is from people like ourselves who work in the paranormal world.
I've been.
Mm,
We left early.
yeah, I wonder why.
In fact, it forms a chapter in my book.
Yeah,
Yeah. Um, it's quite a notable night, to be fair.
yeah,
Um, Also, the person running the event decided to say that they cancelled earlier. The owner hadn't given him any money, and he suggested that he was going to book another event in Hull and invite us to go on that for free.
hmm,
And it's a cheaper venue, and the owner actually paid him back straight away. And
yeah,
it actually hit Haunted magazine at the time.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Won't mention any names. Is no longer in the paranormal, but it's not good. Far
Not good.
from it.
I mean, it is very easy to find a location, and people buy into it. It's new, and people love new stuff, as we know.
Oh,
They
definitely.
like exclusivity and they like things what have never been done before. And I think
Yeah,
that's the thing with people's houses as well. Like I mentioned before, we go into locations and say, "I'm going to do a live stream here," it's because it's different, because it's new. It's
yeah.
not. It's not all about that.
No, the thing is, like, it's really strange. Like, within the space of 3 weeks, no, within 1 week, I had three private residentials come through,
Yeah,
and I actually got a medium who is very good, and I had a chat first with the person. We went round, just me and her. We didn't charge. We both
yeah,
got insurance, her as a medium and me
yeah,
anyway.
yeah.
And we just had a chat. And w- of the cases, one was actually a lady who was kind of scared because she'd been told by the neighbours that a witch had lived there previously
Mm,
and she'd been dabbling. So that kind of really scared her. Then one night, her son got touched on the face.
yeah,
And I picked up that it was two different occurrences. One was a family member, and the other one was, because she'd been warned.
yeah,
Which,
yeah,
and when we went round, everything was fine. Um, the medium also picked up the same person as me, had been to see the lad who was a family member. And actually, there's a reason, for the timing as well.
yeah, yeah,
And as for the other thing, no, the house was fine.
yeah.
Um, and yeah, we just tried, and everything was all right afterwards.
Yeah. It's like many years ago we went to a place residential. Somebody was moving to his house, and to them it wasn't. It was. We didn't feel right. We didn't feel like it was theirs and stuff. I said, but you have just don't forget. You have just been. You've just moved. You've lived in your previous location how many years? You've got something new. Best thing to do. It's nothing to do with the paranormal. It's basically you need to put your own. Start with each room at a time.
Yeah.
Personalize it. Put your stamp on it, and then after a few months, if you don't feel well, if you don't feel right, just come back to us. And we've not heard from them since. But to be honest with you, I think it's because of that. It's the unsettledness, of uncertainty of moving into a new location and not feeling
Yeah.
right. Mm,
Yeah, that's right.
yeah,
And, people have stories, they get nightmares, and there's
yeah,
another lady, I was past a case actually, and every time I spoke to her, she was screaming. So she started off okay, and then within like 30
yeah,
seconds of the conversation, "Hi Laura, hope you're well," she was screaming.
yeah.
And I thought, well, I just knew it wasn't right for me to sort this one out. So I actually referred her to a local spiritual church.
Yeah. Mm.
And she went, and the first thing they actually said was go to a doctor, which is what my thought was as well.
It does sound like it's more psychological. Yeah,
Yeah, because it
mm,
just wasn't right. Y-
yeah.
it didn't feel right. And, you're not going to go round for your safety as well.
That's right. It's like I say, mentioned always. I mean, people go to these locations. Like I said, I've been to private locations. When especially in Doncaster, I went to a few. Well, in fact, one around the corner from where I used to work. I didn't realize how close it was. And
Wow.
very similar thing. And we went round in pairs. Obviously, but not just for your safety, but it's protection as well. And it's
That's
also
right.
on both parties.
That's it.
I mean, so you can't be accused of anything, or you cannot be accused of you're manipulating things. So, and and you have a set of questionnaires, and unfortunately, this day and age, mental health issues is one of those questions. And you do it,
Yeah.
you
It
ask it in a
needs
way
to be.
that's right. You ask it in a way, but we
Yeah.
don't mean to offend in any way. But it's a question we need to ask to get to be ascertain if it's going to be if it's plausible to carry on.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to be saying we don't want to. I mean, we don't want to be dealing with a person who's got 20 years of schizophrenia, do we? For example,
No.
I mean, why? And no medication for it. I mean, medication may help or may hinder it.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
mean,
Oh, this person in the case I've just mentioned, she was on medication and
yeah.
she said the medication wasn't causing it. Well,
How do you know
okay,
that?
go to a
Yeah, yeah,
doctor then, and
yeah,
it just felt so wrong. And, sometimes you just got to go with your gut feel as well.
yeah,
But
yeah. It's like I said,
certainly when I,
that's right. After doing all these years, you get like it's like you get your intuition, don't you?
oh,
You
definitely,
think
yeah,
you smell it, you think there's something not quite right here.
yeah,
Yeah,
you're certainly not going to risk it.
no, definitely not.
Yeah, so I'm not quite. And the latest I heard, she went to the church, and then after that, after she was asked to go to a doctor's, which apparently she did, she got a paranormal team round. Well, more
Mm.
for them.
And that's again why do we get paranormal team around? Is basically to they'll pay you a couple of quid and we'll do it live.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm.
But
You tend yeah, I've seen that before where people have got people in and think they can make money out of it. This house is haunted. We've had a team in, for example. They've confirmed it to be haunted, and get other people in. It's like it becomes an event, then.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
mm,
And it's just so wrong that people are willing to take advantage of people
it's
and
true. Yeah.
sort of use something like that for their own personal benefit, and it can have major repercussions on the family of the person.
Oh, exactly. Yes.
Like
And
Ian's
yeah.
mentioned the demon,
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The D word.
you know. So he
Mm,
said, told the owners to move out. There's a demon.
yeah.
What
I mean,
on earth?
yeah. It's just one for you. What happens is you contact the local council, and they think you're just a fruit bat, and
Yeah,
it's a minefield, and
yeah,
that's why the paranormal field is we're quite lucky in our circles, but we know some decent people. But if you
yeah,
fall into the wrong crowd or fall into a manipulating crowd, it can be a nasty place.
yeah. But I
Yeah.
kind of think that like-minded people attract each other.
I agree there. Yes, I agree there.
Like the people at the Paramount, you know, they're
Yeah,
lovely people. They're not
exactly. Yeah.
generally in it for likes, shares, and, you
No,
know, getting the most attention that they can. Most
I
of them
think,
aren't.
yeah. And I think as well as I've got older, I've become more skeptical. I mean, I've always been skeptical to a degree, and but I'm getting to a stage now. If I see a ghost, I want to see its ID to prove it is a ghost. But it's like my question, my term of questioning as well. It's all going to be, but it's all based on it's not it has drinks as well. It's alcohol. People
Really?
people have a dependency of alcohol, as you know, and it can have it can have an effect on it. You've had a few pints one night, and if you're seeing Elvis on your ceiling, it's gonna have yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Or if somebody's, like, really stressed and they're getting really strong, vivid dreams,
That's right. Yeah, yeah.
you know, whether that plays a trick as well.
I did a court case a few years back. I did jury service.
Oh, wow.
It wasn't jury service criminal court. It's the coroner's court, which
Okay.
it's apparently got more clout than criminal court because we didn't determine if someone was guilty or not. It wasn't that case of thing. There was a death involved. I can talk about it, but for family's sake, I won't go too much into it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
what happened is a chap had come across. He'd had an injury and it passed away from this injury, but it'd been passed on pillar to post by local hospitals, and it got sepsis. End of it all. And the thing about jury service for the coroner's court, the jury can ask questions, which I thought at the time, I thought this is quite. I got really into it. I thought really I enjoyed doing it. It's bad for me to enjoy something or somebody passed away from.
Hmm.
I feel guilty in that respect, but I did enjoy the experience to see the
Yeah.
side people don't normally see. And the question why I asked was because the chap himself, while he was in hospital, he was having delusions. He could see things what weren't there, and he'll talk to people who weren't there. And I said, for a start, he's missing his medication. I mean, or is it sepsis, poisoning his bloodstream, causing hallucinations? And the doctor asked the questions too. He said it's both good questions, but we can't guarantee which one was. It could have played a plausible part in it, both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah,
something like sepsis. It's like
perceptions,
tinnitus,
yeah.
even. Even something like tinnitus. I mean, a lot of people in this day and age, it's like they associate with ringing in their ears. But I was
Yeah.
talking to a paramedic a few years back, and she says it's not just that. Sometimes you might hear your name being called. You might hear your name, and you think, who's calling me? That is a form of tinnitus. And apparently, what happens is your brain puts it in a format you can recognise. But your name being the most probable one.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and that was from a
I had no
paramedic who told me
idea.
that. Yeah.
That's incredible. I didn't realise that could happen.
Yeah, yeah, that's funny enough. I found that when I was in hospital.
Sounds good, wasn't it?
Yeah, I started chatting to Miss Paramedic, and she'll tell me about it all tinnitus because she got 5 hours into her paranormal, so we had a chat
Yeah.
about it. And
Conversation
about
gets interesting then, doesn't it?
yeah, and we got on about like I said, the tinnitus and ringing and stuff. She says, yeah, it's tinnitus is quite a common one, and it's actually vocal, not just tinning the sounds. And she
Wow.
said, yeah, most common being someone's name being called. You can be in the middle of nowhere, someone call your name, you think, who's that? There's nobody about. It's a form of tinnitus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you've got to have it more than the once, haven't you?
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. But it's a
It's
lot
got
of
to
people.
be ongoing. It can't just be.
I think everybody's experienced it at some point as well. Maybe in city centre or town centre, you think, oh, that's probably someone's called my name or someone with the same name as you.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
happens a lot. But you're in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of a house where you know you're on your own. You think that's more of a questionable atmosphere.
But that's weird because I've had that.
Yeah, I've had it as
Um,
well. Yeah,
I've But then I was leaving the house. I was moving to a pub at the time.
yeah,
So 3 days before, I heard a growl on the way to the bathroom.
yeah,
As did my ex as well. When we mentioned it, it's like, oh, I did as well because it was a bit random.
yeah,
Then I heard my name as well, and it's like it's a bit weird. Wanted to get in and do ghost hunt, but
yeah,
it was a time when I didn't do them basically. So
yeah, yeah.
because I wasn't living there here, I wanted to come back just to check out what could go on. Oh no, Robbie, what happened? Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah. Especially
Yeah,
you notice the moment it's gone quiet as well.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
you settle down for a night and it starts to think you can hear it. Oh dear.
Oh,
Mm,
way.
mm.
Yeah, but I never knew that, and that's the
Yeah,
thing. You just do. find out things through chatting to people, don't you?
Especially in different fields as well. Like, I would never, I mean, if I'd not been admitted to hospital at the time, I'd never found that out. But
Oh no, that's right.
yeah, just chatting in general, and what she told me, and some experience she'd had on the ambulances. Quite interesting.
Ooh,
Yeah.
some good experiences.
Oh yeah. So it's weird what she told me. Went to pick someone up, and it was somebody else's ambulance. She says as well. So she met out with this other crew, and got back of it. So she saw the mound of a person under the bedding, under like the cloth, and she went back to it. The bed was empty.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's
interesting.
a modern ambulance.
And did the people whose ambulance who
No,
regularly used it know anything?
what had happened? They'd gone to this location and they needed backup as such, and they didn't know the situation as what it was. So two
Yeah.
ambulances arrived, and they thought the ambulance, the person I was talking to, they thought they'd put somebody in the back already, and they were not put anybody in it. But she said she saw the ambulance was open, and she saw the frame under the blanket of a
Oh
person.
gosh.
Yeah, and the original crew came out the house. She looked back in, and no one in.
Ooh.
Yeah, yeah.
So Neil's a great medium. Who says
Yeah,
to
I
leave
do.
an emotional footprint anywhere.
It does.
Yeah. But
Mm,
you don't think of things like that, do you?
you know,
But then,
it doesn't. It's amazing how one person can affect so many people.
oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You
I
see
mean,
that on Facebook, don't you?
we do a
Like,
lot.
you see someone pass away on Facebook and you don't know them, but you've interacted with them sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
And it's so upsetting, isn't it? And,
It's like what?
the
Yeah,
likelihood of you crossing the path is 0.
yeah. And it's like people what you don't know what they've experienced in their lives as well. I used to know an old chap. A lovely old bloke he was. He's passed away now, unfortunately. But I used to talk to him every day where he used to work. And lovely chap. He'd talk to anybody. Really friendly guy. And then after he'd passed away, I never knew this, but his son told me he fought in Normandy.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. What he's gone through and that people he's lost.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah,
Mm,
it's a shame with the war, though, isn't it? We've lost so many
yeah.
stories, and
Yeah. Yeah.
there's a gentleman I met. I was investigating at a village hall, and
Yeah.
it had a chapel there, and the chapel
Yeah.
was actually purchased and taken over brick by brick to the US. Hi,
Yeah.
Tony. Hope you're well. And I just went from the hall just to check the location of the chapel to see what was there.
Yeah.
And as
Yeah.
I did, there's this gentleman and his friend just leaving the house and going to the pub. And like, obviously, I didn't live in the village.
Yeah.
So you kind of feel like you've got to say something.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
said, oh, well, I'm just visiting the hall. I didn't say what I was doing. But the top said the word paranormal on it. You think, well, I hope he's not reading that. Like, I'm not saying why I'm there. I said, oh, I'm actually interested, I've just come to check out the hall or the location of it. And he invited me in his house and then went on about the war
Yeah.
and the nearby airfield
Yeah.
and also the relationship that he's still got with Little Rock in the US. And
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
this guy's 93 and he still tries to get over to Little Rock every year.
Mm.
It's incredible, isn't it? And the stories he was telling as well.
Yeah. I think as well. I mean, stuff like that. I mean, I keep the thing again. It's comments and things like that. You keep promises to each other, don't you? And
Yeah,
maybe it feels like it's like obligated to do so in a good way. Because I
yeah,
mean, I always do my best to keep my promises. I mean, sometimes it's difficult to do, but I don't my utmost in that. And I dare say, I mean, one of my friends years ago, he passed away, and we had a deal because we always joked and laughed. And if whoever goes first, the other person must go to their funeral. Otherwise, he won't go to their funeral. So I said, look, I went to his funeral, so he's got to keep his end up on my back when I go.
oh, bless you.
Yeah, but he
But
passed away.
yeah.
He had passed away a few years. He had spinal cancer.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
and he passed away 3 weeks after he found out.
Oh, no. He'd be young as
Yeah,
well, wouldn't he?
yeah, my age. And what it was, I used to work with him. He's a lovely guy. He'd do anything, to be honest, he'd do anything for anybody. and he went to work on his bicycle, mountain bike, and he got hit by a car. And what happened is they took him to hospital to X-ray him for precautions. That's when I found out.
Wow.
But in a way, I mean, he's gone now. Obviously, I went to his service and things like that. But so it just, I still remember him like that. And still things he used to say in the little his mannerisms, his sense of humour, very much like mine. So that's why we gelled, I think, as
Oh,
well.
you just hit it
Yeah.
off.
Well, and I
Wow.
think as well, because of what he experienced. I mean, in a way, was it a good thing that he found out so close to him? He could say good. He could finalise things, or would you rather not know and
Yeah.
not wake up one morning? I mean, him knowing that, did it instigate his end,
Mm,
mentality
yeah.
wise? Yeah.
That is the question, isn't it?
Mm.
How
I mean,
does
yeah,
a
exactly.
warning impact, or
Yeah, it's like
you
people
know?
find they've got cancer and things like that. It's an horrible thing to have, but I mean, it's going to have a mental effect on your health, hasn't it? It's got to have a
Yeah,
mentality wise.
that's right.
Some people say I'm going to fight it and stuff like that, but some people think, oh, I ain't got strength to do it. So,
Yeah.
um,
Um, yeah, Neil would like to know, and you would try and,
yeah,
I don't know, say goodbye, wouldn't you? And
that's what I think he did as
say
well, in a
it
way.
gives you the
Yeah,
chance to say what you want, doesn't it, to
yeah,
people?
that's right.
Which is one
You
thing,
don't know
isn't it?
the thing about it because he didn't know it. I mean, the day he passed away was about 3 weeks, literally 3 weeks afterwards. I mean, he's living every day, not knowing. You think today, I mean, you can't make plans. You think tomorrow gonna be the
Ye
last day? Am I gonna
Yeah,
wake up in the morning? I mean, it's got to have an effect on someone's mental health.
yeah. Well,
Mm,
definitely. I spoke to a lovely lady on Monday who was, like, impacted by cancer, and she fought it,
yeah, yeah.
and people didn't know how to talk to her, Lisa
Mm,
J. Ullman, and, she found, like, she made a lot of jokes,
yeah, yeah. A coping
and,
mechanism.
that was
Yeah,
her way of sort of getting through it.
yeah. I mean, that's a lot of people. I mean, my son, he got Ben Parkinson, the soldier who was the most injured soldier to survive the Afghan war.
Yeah.
He was a patriot of my son's naval unit in Doncaster,
Oh my
and he
gosh.
the stuff he went through, his sense of humour got him through it. And I mean, he's still got his sense of humour, but I mean, brilliant guy and that. But I mean, to go through what he's got, his mentality, the people around him as well probably helps as well.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Mm.
That's what Lisa found, like, some people who would stay around her, others
Yeah,
didn't know what to say and just kept away, and,
that's
in
it.
times like that, you need to speak to people.
It doesn't make you a different person.
No,
You're the
that's
same
right.
person. You're the same person you were yesterday as you are tomorrow. I mean, just because you've
Yeah,
got an ailment, it's not your fault. I mean, why treat people differently?
yeah,
I mean, it's not
I
going to
mean,
rub off, is
just
it? I mean,
no, people are sort of, like, embarrassed and they don't know what to say, but just God's sake, just say something.
and it's like my friend
And
who passed away. He had a wicked sense of humour. I
oh,
mean,
wow.
and it probably kept him going.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
that's it.
yes,
Like, Robbie at the moment, he's going through,
yeah,
he's been through loss, looking now.
yeah.
Friends and one in a hospice, and
And it's more
oh,
prominent. It seems to be more prominent these days as well. They say 1 in 2 people get it. That's the 50-50 chance of catching cancer.
yeah.
That's terrible odds.
And I don't think it is totally life expectancy, is it really?
No, it's
What's
not.
causing them more to come through?
It's not. I think it's the way. I think it's
Yeah,
what we eat these days as well. Everything's so processed and
that's right.
it's not
Yeah.
helping. I mean, people blame Wi-Fi, radiation, and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, it's everything we do is bad for us.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They sort of don't want us doing anything, do they? At
And if it is
times.
good for you, tax it.
Don't get started about tax.
Yeah.
For God's
Yeah.
sake, my God. It's getting scary. Yeah, the Western world. Like, sort of say, like,
Yeah, it is.
The
Yeah,
Greek
I agree.
diets, people sort of live longer, and
It is.
but you've
And the
also
thing
got
about,
the
yeah,
warm weather, haven't you, and
it's because the mentality of people
olive
these days,
oil.
it's because people live such an hectic lifestyle as well. They're getting
Yeah,
home, they're tired, they can't be bothered making full meals and stuff like that. It's processed convenience food 'cause it's cheap.
Yeah.
You tend to find if you have a government to do something about it, the healthiest food, if it's grown naturally, should be cheaper. But it's not. They make you pay more for it.
Yeah. That's it. Rice, white meat, and veg.
Yeah. I do
You
like a bit of
know,
rice, I must
and
admit.
like Eileen from Japan, her food is awesome.
Yeah.
You know, you
It's
see her
yeah,
like her dishes, and they are amazing.
yeah.
Yeah,
I agree with you. We do eat too much
better
processed
for
food.
everything. Put too
Yeah.
many preservatives and other things in it, haven't they? And
Did
it's
you
just
see that
appalling.
story? Did you see that story a few years back about Kit Kat?
No.
You know, the original Kit Kat. It was quite a big thing in a gold, like a silver foil wrapper. Well, this woman's husband passed away, and it took her a little while to sort his effects out.
Yeah.
And one of her friends would get sorting these bits and bobs out, and went to one of his drawers and found the original Kit Kat 4-finger Kit Kat, a big one.
Wow.
Yeah, and they compared it to a modern one. The modern one smaller, and they compared the ingredients. The original one had less ingredients in it, but it was still healthy. It was still good enough to eat.
Yeah.
And it shows you these days they put preservatives in. So many foods, food stuff. They put preservatives against preservatives. Some react against each other, so they'll put a counter preservative in it as well to stop it reacting. We're eating that.
And the dates haven't gone any longer, have they?
We haven't.
You
No,
know,
I see there's
they
bread
seem
as
to
well.
be short-dated.
You can buy a bread now that lasts up to 3-4 weeks.
Ooh, really?
Yeah. It's basically, yeah. I bought some a while back. I thought, surely that date's wrong on that. It's 4 weeks away from here. Bread at the time, it's about 3 or 4 days at most if you're lucky.
Yeah.
But this one, about 4 weeks on it. I thought, that can't be misprint. But I looked online, it's actually how to make it.
Oh.
And another little fact about food for you as well, crisps. Did you know crisps always run out of date on a Saturday?
Oh.
Yeah. You look at a packet of crisps, look at the date on it, the expiry date.
Okay.
It's always a Saturday.
Oh, how crazy.
Yeah, I don't ask me how I know that, I just know that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've randomly got loads of sausage crisps.
Sausages.
Walkers.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sausage butty tin was it?
Yeah, something like
Yeah.
that.
I've not
Sausage
tried
roll.
them yet.
I don't know what happened. So, as hosting an event, so I bought some bags, and then I was
Yeah.
going away, so I bought some bags, and then I ended up camping, and like all I seemed to have were these damn crisps. I got
Yeah,
a bit
because
sick of
we did it
everything.
a few years back, didn't they? Went through different phases of flavours.
There you go, packaging and cleaning machines.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Always
even
with that.
so, Saturdays.
So it's for
Oh,
Saturday, yeah.
unless the process gets to the end on the Friday,
They
maybe
can't
they
have
do
you want to pack
batches.
it up for a weekend.
Odd, isn't it?
It is well, surely odd.
Yeah.
It's funny what you find out for little random things you remember once in a while.
Yeah, well, I didn't even know that. So I
Yeah,
think we've
yeah.
learned things
Yeah, it's
tonight.
educational, this show.
It is, isn't it? Yeah. So yeah, we started basically discussing people going to people's houses and doing a ghost hunt and
and
doing
publicising it
what
online, yeah.
challenge. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah.
Hmm.
Anything to get views and likes, eh?
That's the
Shocking.
problem about it, isn't it? I mean, social media, people think it's a quick way to make yourself rich and famous. It doesn't work that way.
No.
Yeah.
And I don't think if you've got strong morals as well, because you finding people like, oh, like, share, whatever, but then
Yeah.
you're finding the ones who might be sort of not being 100% truthful.
Exaggerating the facts a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
also,
yeah, yeah.
like, I'm sorry, like, you've got the headlines as well. WTF, demon, or we went
Yeah.
to this location, we legged it, and
Can you survive a night in this location? Yeah.
yeah, the
Mm,
most haunted something, or
yeah.
oh my
And
god, I legged it, and yeah,
the
right,
most haunted tent in the world.
oh yeah, yeah, honestly, yeah, still, my tent's still drowning in rain
I bet it is. I'm not a bad
because
tent out for a while, I must
I've not
admit.
been able to get it outside.
I'm not
So
surprised. 'Cause you need to be careful because I start flustering. You get all fusty.
Yeah, I know. It's in my dining room at the moment. It's got, I've got a damn big tent. I just don't know what to do with it because all it's done since is just pay it down. Hi,
Yeah,
Auntie. Hope you well.
it's not going
Yeah,
to.
big boy.
There's no sign of it letting up either.
I think Saturday there's potential. So I'm gradually opening it out in my dining room, but it's just a bit awkward, isn't it?
Bit of indoor camping.
I know, but it's just massive. It's it's longer than my dining room is anyway. So yeah, I'm just gonna get it outside as soon as I can. But
Yeah,
I'm really glad that I went away the 2 weeks that I did
I'm not. I bet you are.
because I got 20 degrees and sun
I know
in
it's been
Scotland.
beautiful. We had some beautiful days.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's great. Now look at it. You
definitely.
brought it. You brought me on crap English weather with you.
Well, now I picked it up in Stoke.
Yeah.
I
Can I
really
give it back?
did.
Send
And
it
it's
back.
just been shocking ever since I've been through Stoke. Yeah. It's like
Actually,
that.
yeah.
We have had a torrential storm here tonight, and where the hell's that come from?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
my app says 0.1 millimetre of rain. And the rest.
Yeah. It depends which forecast you watch as well, because we all say differently.
Yeah, mine's usually a good one, but
Yeah.
it's an app I use. Oh, I can't find it. XC Weather.
Yeah.
So I kind of use that one. It's really quite good.
I tend to use that AccuWeather. That's quite good, is that?
All right, use that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, it's a good one, is that one? I must say it's quite accurate.
You'd hope so
And
with that
it,
name,
it
wouldn't
does make it does make it laugh though, because we can tell you the weather forecast on a different planet we don't even go anywhere near, like Mars, for example, and get it
you? Oh
spot on.
God,
But his own planet where we live, with no chance.
I know. It's madness, isn't it?
Hmm.
Um, yeah, and like they can travel to the moon and whatever, but you can't get down the road because the road's flooded.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
diversion sign.
Oh gosh, that was my problem. Getting back from Scotland, the M1 was shut, and
Oh,
then the A50 Stoke was shut as well. So I don't know if that was down to floods or not, but yeah, that was a bit grim trying to get home.
I mean, just general. I think it's roadworks in general. They're just happy digging things up and leaving it and making things
Yeah,
worse. Yeah,
yeah. So they kind of dig it up, and then a year later, that's where you get the potholes
yeah, yeah,
because
yeah,
they've not resurfaced it properly.
yeah. You got less potholes on the moon.
Definitely. Yeah. So have you got any paranormal plans coming up for the month?
I do have paranormal plans happening. Yes, I'm recreating my team. BRF
Brilliant.
Paranormal. I've had a team in the past, but I went solo for a little while, which I did start off as a solo investigator, but it's just
Yeah,
sometimes nice to work with other people.
it
And
is.
so
I
I'm bringing the
like that.
BRF Paranormal banner back with a little team and look at
Awesome.
locations this neck of the woods rather than northern like I normally do. Because
That's brilliant.
being a northern lad, I think I've done quite a lot there, but there's new locations down here for me now
Of
and
course there are. Yeah.
place I've not explored yet, and new things to find and sniff out, and it's
Yeah.
quite exciting as well.
That's
So
good.
yeah,
Yeah.
what else am I doing? Project Paranormal, got some plans for that as well. Um,
Brilliant.
yes, also I'm doing a talk at the Parameeting Pontefract.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yes, because I'm looking forward to that one because that's my home turf, so I'm looking forward to that one.
That'd be great.
Yeah,
Yeah, looking
Pontefract.
forward to that.
Yeah,
What,
so
about 3 weeks away? It's going to be brilliant, isn't it?
I know. Soon got round, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. It really has. You know, like, God, when was the last one? May? And you think it's like ages to go,
Yeah,
and that,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
we're on the other side of summer now. Summer's gone. Well,
We're in
did it
autumn.
actually
Yeah,
come? Did we actually
yeah.
see summer?
I think we had a couple of days.
Yeah. Well, yeah, when I went to Scotland, yeah. That's when I had some sun, yeah. But yeah, and you know, it's just going to be nice again to meet people, isn't it? And people
It
will
is.
get to become friends.
It is. Like I said before, it's not more of it. It's not a meeting of strangers. It's like a conference of friends. We all know each other,
Yeah, that's
and
right.
people. And even if you don't know anybody there, you will do. You will know people,
Oh
and
God, yeah.
people are so warm and welcoming. I mean, if you go on your own, you'll end up with latched onto somebody straight away.
Well, I'm
And
always on my own.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. I mean,
I
but you
sort
know
of go on
everybody.
my own, but like
Yeah,
straight away, you go in the bar and go, "Oh, hello." But yeah.
But it is. It's a nice atmosphere
Right.
to be a part of.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
even like I said, if someone, even someone who's a bit unsure about the paranormal, not sure what to
Oh
expect,
my God.
what you done?
Neil, when I first met you, Jeff said you're a witch. Yeah, it's so true. So was Vicky. Vicky looks stunning as a witch. So, I did a radio show that night. I was interviewed on the radio. So up Salutation, and it was Public Ghost, and Neil was there, and Vicky,
Yeah,
and it was Halloween, so it was fancy dress, and yeah, it's a really good night. So that's a great location.
yeah,
Salutation. Ah, a nun. Ah,
and
that's a
none.
bit different from a witch, isn't it?
Well, I mean,
Whoops.
what's your interpretation of a witch? A lot of people say it's negative, but witches, witches aren't, but they were persecuted by all means, but they weren't negative people.
Well, I don't know if they were what a witch is, sort of thing. Like,
Exactly,
it
yeah,
was just a word used generally, and
exactly. It was a
wh
stamp.
when I went to East Lothian near Edinburgh, just like Lancashire, they've got their own witch trials there,
Yeah, a
which
lot of places do.
I didn't realise.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna put together, I've got loads of photos, and I went to a few locations there, and, I think it was Spot where they're, like, executed.
yeah,
So
yeah,
went to Spot, a great place, Spot. But, yeah, so I'm gonna try and put things together and, get a story on that, and because yeah, I never knew, everyone mentions Pendle, but it
yeah.
did happen everywhere, didn't it?
Exactly, yes. Plus as well with the
So
witch trials and stuff like that. Like I said, witch. The title witch is a stamp to authoritize somebody. You're a witch, blah blah blah. But what is a witch? Because it was someone who
yeah,
was, someone's persecuted and maybe it's like lived on like their own space. They're clever beyond their years, for example. They use natural resources like herbs and stuff like that, which is not a bad thing. If you're to worship nature, by all
thank
means, there's
you.
nothing wrong with that. But to be persecuted over your beliefs and trying to live a lifestyle on your own way rather than being part of a rat race,
Yeah, that's it.
you get persecuted for it.
Yeah. So hi, welcome to our channel. So I'm from Nottingham, England, and Barry's from Doncaster.
I'm originally
And the
from
North,
Yorkshire,
aren't
yes,
you?
but now I live in
Yorkshire.
Warwickshire. Yes, a good old Yorkshireman.
Yeah. So we have got slightly different accents, but
We do. I've got a
we do.
well-travelled Yorkshire accent. Yes,
And I've not got the Nottingham accent totally, thank God.
but
Hey, up we go.
I know somebody else who likes my accent as well. Andrea
Oh,
Perron, she
okay.
loved it. She loved it when I chatted with Andrea on the show radio a few years back.
Oh, wow.
Especially for listening to me for
Brilliant.
hours. I said, I'm open for voiceovers.
All beliefs are thought to be good because of the beliefs.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's it.
yeah.
Yeah, just
What
something
makes
new.
something good and what makes something good and something bad? Like I said, we all have as borders, we have as lines. We know internally what's good and bad. Def Leppard.
Yeah, awesome.
I
Wow.
like a bit of Def Leppard. I like a bit of Def Leppard. Sheffield.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. I like Queen.
yeah.
Queen were good, yeah, but
They work for Sheffield though.
no, they weren't from Sheffield.
No.
But yeah, oh, bless you.
The
And
thing
it
about
rains
Def
a lot
Leppard,
at the
the
moment.
thing I liked about Def Leppard as well, the drummer, he had his car crash and lost his arm, but he was part of the group still. He was the best one-armed drummer in the world. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, amazing. Any other band would probably just say, "Well, you're no good to us," but they stuck
yeah.
with him. Yeah,
That's the thing about friendships. The
exactly.
real
Yeah,
friendships, and they'll stay together no matter what, won't they?
exactly. And help each other out.
Yeah, and
Mm.
that is incredible. It really
And it's
is.
very rare in the music industry as well, stuff like that.
Yeah,
Mm. I
yeah.
don't know much about music, but I know what I like.
Well, that's it, isn't it? Everyone's got their
Yeah,
own tastes and everything, and
totally.
yeah, I like it. Used to listen to music more. Maybe I
Yeah.
ought to start listening, because yeah, I
I mean,
just don't
I've got.
get around to listening to it, to be
My
fair.
choice. my choice of music is very varied. I mean, I've got some CDs in my car. I must admit, I've even got a Nickelback CD, which I actually enjoy listening
Yeah,
to. Yeah,
yeah,
nothing
yeah,
wrong,
I like them.
yeah, nothing wrong with a bit of Nickelback. Yeah,
Yeah, I like that mixture. Even from
yeah,
Elvis Costello.
yeah. I
I
mean,
like a bit of Elvis, you
I
know?
can listen to any music, to be honest with you. I'm open
Yeah.
range.
Different.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Right. Bless you. That
Mm.
image.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
shuffling hair under the arm.
I'm
So,
not comment on that one.
yeah, that's an
Yeah,
interesting one. Yeah, so on Friday night, I'm going to be at Newstead Abbey.
yeah.
So Barry John's sort of doing a ghost hunt there.
That's
So
tomorrow
I'm
night,
really
isn't it?
looking forward to it.
Yeah, yes.
It's it's just a fantastic location, very
Mm.
historic. You've got the Lord Byron, who was an author,
Yeah, yeah.
and you've got all the history associated with it. And as the name is Newstead Abbey, yeah, it's a former abbey as well. So you've got the cloisters and a chapel and all that.
Mm.
And it's got an area which is the old mortuary.
Oh, lovely.
So I don't know if we're going to be getting in there. So yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, we'll sort
Yeah,
something out.
oh,
Thank you.
definitely. Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Or if you sort of come onto Facebook Paranormal Path or BRF Paranormal, you can put some stories on there. Be
I love you to,
lovely.
yeah, I love you to do
Welcome.
that. Absolutely. Yes, thank you.
Yeah. Because
Yeah,
that's the thing, like everyone's got their own story.
exactly.
And, and some of them may seem so far out, but then you find that somebody else might have something similar.
I mean, that's it. It's like everybody in paranormal. So people who realise what you do and what you are. I mean, a lot of people. It's like to some people, it's still quite a taboo subject. But
Yeah.
most people are open to it now, and they'll come up to you. For example, you probably have it as a lot, Jacqueline, as well.
Yeah.
I get a lot. This might sound strange, but trust me, it's not.
It's not. We're used
It's
to this.
not.
Yeah.
Exactly. And nothing's strange in this world.
Yeah. When I start the conversation off, we're sort of, oh, some blue flashing lights just gone by my house. When we start the conversation off, we're like on about private going to people's houses, and I've lost it. Lost what
You
was
lost your train of thought.
what were like? Yeah, it's gone. What were we talking about? Where were we?
We were talking about. I forgot myself actually.
Yeah,
We were talking originally about your train of thought. Went back from your train of thought to
yeah.
going to people's
Mentioned
houses.
Newton Abbey.
Yeah,
How going to houses? Yes.
yes, houses and stuff.
Yeah, and stuff. And there you go. I've totally
Yeah.
forgot it. But yeah.
We're all about paranormal people. We don't. People come up to us and think it's going to sound strange, but to us it's not.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah. Because when I did do one of the residentials, straight away she says, "Oh, this may sound strange." Ah, yeah,
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, that's it.
And it's like, yeah, well, we won't share my stories because they're,
I'd love to see that
I
picture.
think anybody who does that, wow,
Yeah, I'd love to see that picture.
interesting.
It's that's the stuff we like. That's what we need. More stuff like this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
A lot of
And just
people these days
welcome
are
to the
quite
family.
reluctant to post stuff like that because we might get ridiculed from it. But with Jacqueline's page by page, we don't allow it. So no
No,
ridicule.
that's right.
Yeah.
No, I sort of do question things because sometimes, like,
Yeah.
someone's posted
Yeah.
something and it's really zoomed in,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I like to sort of see more
The original picture.
because sometimes it's that zoomed in, you can't actually see what's in the picture. You can't
Exactly.
you can't work out what it is
Yeah.
because the person's posted something and he said, "Well, it's a tree. There's something peeking from a tree," but I couldn't actually tell it was a tree. And I don't
No.
mean to be rude or anything. It's just if you didn't know it was a tree, then you wouldn't know. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
That's it. The original. That's why you always see the original first.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if it's on 35mm film, it's even better because you'll have negative.
Oh gosh. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. I love 35mm.
Oh god, no, it used to cost me a bomb. To go on holiday, it'd take 20 films worth, 36 exposure.
Oh yes, I
And
remember
having
those.
to pay super snaps For all of
or
them.
yeah, or Max Spielman's or Boots.
Oh, yeah, it got to be Max Spillman's in the end. Boots was too expensive. But
And half
yeah,
of them,
it's
yeah.
Max
Remember,
Spillman's,
remember
yeah.
being good old days. You get somebody else's photographs instead.
And I went on a hen night and, oh, no, that was it. I went to Whitby Abbey
I like it there. Yeah,
and, they were doing a dig, archaeological dig.
yeah.
So I took some photos of the bones. So I went to collect my photos and, they weren't available for ages.
Oh,
Yeah, probably because
yeah.
it was bones.
Well, then again, they'll probably see worse from that.
Yeah, but it makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Because obviously if you see a picture of bones, are they gonna think, "Oh, what are these? Where are they?"
yeah. Someone's garden, back garden.
Exactly. So it's kind of quite worrying, really. Oh
Hmm.
god, yeah, archaeology, yeah. I went to Mexico, went and did a tour of the Yucatan Peninsula, and oh my god, I love Chichen Itza, and, I went up El Castillo, the main pyramid, to some degree, but it's
Yeah,
really steep. And I did actually want to do archaeology after going there.
that's one of my interests as well. Actually, I must admit.
And yeah, it's just fascinating the way they tried to put the stones back into the original situ.
Yeah,
But actually, there's like these scenes made of something like plaster,
yeah,
and they put these tiles the wrong way. So when they were like, they got all these people trying to help to sort of rebuild it, they're
yeah,
putting
yeah,
things the wrong way or oops. And yeah, and it's always a question like with archaeology, do you leave it in situ or do you
Mhm.
try and build it into something? Because if you build it into something,
It changes it altogether,
it,
though. Yeah,
yeah, how much?
yeah,
Oh gosh, yeah, it was absolutely incredible. I saw the observatory as well. So I was actually
mm.
staying in a hotel. I think it was the Myland Hotel at the time, and just outside the bedroom window, you could see the observatory
Yeah,
at Chichen Itza. And I went to Uxmal as well.
yeah.
So, oh my god, absolutely stunning.
It's
But I
like
went
Stonehenge, though.
before it was that
Yeah,
touristy as well.
yes.
So,
It's like Stonehenge. Those
uh,
stones aren't the original, but a lot of those stones aren't the original places. But the Victorians did an archaeological dig on them, and
yeah.
they actually put some back. I thought we should go back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're
So
not original. We're not in original positions.
yeah. I've
Yeah,
um I've been to Callanish as well. Been to those standing stones.
yeah,
So because people don't go up there because it's quite remote,
yes.
people haven't touched them, so they've still got the original markings on them. Whereas obviously with Stonehenge, everyone's gone up to them like, "Oh, I'm touching the stone."
I got magic
Like,
powers now. Yes.
there's nothing left. You've just got the original stones there.
Yeah.
But in Callanish, you can actually see the original markings on
There's a
some
lot
of
of
them.
places. I mean, there's rolling roll stones, isn't there, as well? There's a lot of
Rollright, yeah, I've
that's
done,
the ones.
ritual
That's the
there.
ones. Yeah. Yes, and that's
Rollright's
the main
beautiful,
road.
yeah.
Right near main road. And you wouldn't
Yeah,
believe it. Driving past it, you wouldn't really believe it there.
Stonehenge, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's. I
They
mean,
wanted
plus the
to do
way
a tunnel underneath it, but it's been stopped, hasn't it?
I believe so. Yeah, but then again, it was it just just to get interest in the place again. I mean, I
Hmm.
can't see him doing it. What would be the point of a tunnel under there? I mean, there'd be no point to do it. There'd be no, there'd be no reason apart
Well,
from because I can
it's
do it.
trying to get stop the cars from, but
Yeah,
they cut the main road through sight anyway.
I know because I know of Stony. You got to park about a
Straight
mile away
through.
from it. Oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. I mean,
So
get that
you
little
get
bus to it.
get the
Yeah,
bus. Yeah.
yeah. Unless you want to fancy a little walk. If it's a daylight today, you have no chance.
Yeah. God, no. Yeah, you're certainly stuck in the middle of nowhere, aren't you? When you get
Yeah.
up there, it's you're not going to get any shelter.
And
So
how many rubber deckers you drive past it? You think, oh, look at that Stonehenge.
it's flat. Yeah, I think they've got a lay-by there. Well, there's another road which is nearer it, isn't there? Away from
Yes,
the
yes,
main road, a lot of park up
yes.
on there,
Yeah,
and
you
then you
can't
can
pack in
use
any
the
of them.
footpath. You can use the
Yeah.
footpath to then get near the stones.
Mm.
but not
And
actually go
sometimes,
around it.
and sometimes you can go to the stones, and sometimes you can't.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
A wagon wheel found on the property.
the wagon wheel.
Ah,
Are we talking about jammy ones?
no, this is a real one, look.
Ooh.
And then the paranormal activity. Ah.
It does make you wonder, doesn't it? I mean, the archaeological side of it and paranormal. I mean, we dig things
Oh,
up to put in
wow.
we
Museum
dig
then.
things up. We put in museums. I mean, how to say how many museums are haunted?
Or is it the objects? Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. I mean, charity shops as well. I'm a big fan of charity shops, and a lot of
Yeah.
these charity shops you get house clearance stuff. So, I mean, if you're going to find somewhere location-wise what could be haunted or an item, it's going to be a charity shop.
Yeah.
Mm,
That's right. And
yeah,
that's how Neil started, isn't it? Neil Packer.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, he just got things he was drawn to.
Same here. If you see something, I mean, like I say, I get a lot of my books from charity shops. I mean, there's
Yeah.
no shame in it. I do other places, and you
Yeah,
get
that's
some good,
right.
good,
Support them.
good literature. And I always have to nosy around. My daughter used to volunteer in one, and every time she got books in, she'd put them aside for me.
Yeah, the people's clothes.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's not just clothing as well. Items like jewellery and little trinkets and things, even small little
Oh,
ornaments.
well, while we're talking about it, if you just bear with me, if I can find it, because it's dark in here. So I go to drama, and it's actually in a church hall.
Yeah.
And associated with this church hall is something called Carol's Cupboard.
Hmm.
So basically, a lady called Carol, she got people to donate things, and then I dropped it. Great. I'll just show you the box. She got people to donate things, and then people give money,
Yeah.
and some will go to church, some will go to a project.
Yeah.
And I found this yesterday.
Oh, I remember those.
Yeah, that's all right, isn't it?
Oh, that's great. Is that like the old
So
Walkman?
basically, if you can't hear anything,
Yeah.
then it's to help amplify sound.
Yes.
So yeah, it just amplifies the sound around you.
And it's funny you should pick that up because I've accumulated something similar lines, a couple of sets of walkie-talkies from the 1970s, and they still
Yeah,
work. Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the emotional
Oh,
booklets
exactly.
as
Yes.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't believe I've lost the contents of this box.
What we all
Um,
like.
yeah, yeah, that's the thing. Like, if you can listen, but what I need is some sort of output from it because obviously the headphones only I'm going to hear it. But if I can get some speaker attached to it,
You can easily get speakers to it. Yeah,
yeah,
easily. Yeah,
exactly. 'Cause you've got you got the jack plug thing anyway, haven't you?
that's it.
So
Because I mean, a lot of these speakers you get have your little jack sockets on them anyhow.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So
So just get a different connector or find one which uses that, and you're sorted. And yeah, it's something different, isn't it?
yeah,
So a different piece of kit.
that's
So
what
I'll try
I
that
like to
out.
look at the old style because, as we all know, there's nothing on the paranormal market designed specifically to detect a ghost or a spirit. Because how can you detect something you don't know the base elements of?
That's
And
right.
so basically, if you whatever gadgets you use, if you want to use old gadgets, I mean, I love the old stuff. I must admit, I'm quite retro in that respect. And but I don't mind modern gadgets. I mean,
There
if
you
you use
go.
properly, that's it.
Neil knows
And
his stuff.
I love stuff like that. And adapting something, adapt it to for use, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
saves off a lot of
Neil's
money.
got loads of like electronic stuff. He keeps
Mm.
getting it sent, which is it's amazing what you've got. Robots as well. He's got robots and everything. Oh yeah, it's brilliant. But yeah, and you just look around and it's amazing what you find. I
Yeah.
wanted some tarot cards or cards at one stage, and my mum-in-law worked at a charity shop, so she got some.
Mm.
And when she was in Cleethorpes, and
Yeah.
when she was there on Friday night, her cat used to start freaking out while they're in her possession. So she posted them to me, and unfortunately, I cleansed them. I wished
Yeah.
I hadn't, because it would have been like potentially haunted cards, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but how do you? Because I've got a couple of sets of them. I've got a couple of sets.
Yeah, but these
Yeah.
actually had something happening on a Friday night in her house, and it actually stopped when she posted them out to me.
Ah.
But I've got things happening here all the time. Yeah, I'm used to it. It's cool.
I think a lot of
At
people
that
do that,
time, I
don't
wasn't. I don't think I wanted anything happening in my house then. You
they?
just kind of get used to it, don't you?
That's it. Because I mean, think about it. If there is something with you, or attached to where you're living, or where you work, or whatever, I mean, it was whoever it was there before you. So we're
Yeah,
basically our best bases.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
usually something happening in the kitchen or the dining room.
yeah.
I have got two dolls in the dining room, to be fair. So whether it's them doing anything, I don't know. Got a story here then from Overprotected. One time my ashtray disappeared. I turned on my phone recorder and said, "Is someone trying to tell us to quit smoking?" And the EVP said in a male voice, "Me. I just wish I could always know who." And
Hmm.
that's it, isn't
Well,
it?
if that's the case, it wants to quit smoking. It's looking out your for your benefit, basically.
Well, definitely. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's right.
Because
But
I mean, they say
that's
spirit can
brilliant.
sense what we can't sense. So maybe knew there's something happening. If you didn't carry on, if you carried on down the path you were going down, it could be a different outcome altogether. And they're encouraging you to stop smoking. I mean, there's intent there of good.
Yeah. Or it's their house. They
Yeah,
kept smelling the
stop smoking in my
cigarette
house.
smoke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Stop making my
Because,
house
like,
smell.
if
Yeah,
we can walk into a room and smell cigarette smoke,
yeah,
can they actually smell your smoke? So it's
yeah.
one of
Oh dear.
those, isn't it? Our loved ones are spirit around us all the time to let us know they're there. Just
Yeah.
whether we make that connection. And that's it, Neil. A lot of paranormal investigations that go on. My dad turns up. I've got a little device and he absolutely loves it.
Yeah.
What Andy Guy? Well, he used to like cat balls, but now he's moved to this device which goes. Uh, it shows blue or red depending on if there's a quick change in temperature.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm.
But to actually go to a brand new location, never been investigated before, and as soon as you get it out the bag for it to be working, it's a bit much, really, isn't it? You know that it usually takes a while for them to get to know it.
Yeah.
He also had to play with things in Derby Jail as well. But yeah, he just turns up, which is cool. One set of fairy tarot. Don't know how to work them. Dowsing rods, EMF detector. That's pink. Wow, love it. A digital recorder I just got, and tons of ghost apps. That's it. You just do what you're happy about doing, don't you?
That's right. Just because
And
it was because something works for one person doesn't necessarily mean it'll work for somebody else. So go down your own path.
yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah.
brilliant. And yeah, as long as you're safe and and that's
Yeah.
great. And I think it's kind of about intent.
It is actually. I think yes.
Yeah. So if you're polite and everything, yeah.
So I tried to be ever since I've done this for I've done since basically teenage years. I've always treated them like I'd like to be treated myself. I know it's a cliche, but it's. I mean, how would you like it? Somebody's just come into your where you lived for donkey's years and demanding that you do throw things and stuff and
Oh
make
no.
noise and tap on stuff. How demeaning is that going to be in your own home?
Oh wow. Yeah, that's yeah, that's right. You just don't need that. But there's one spirit which I sort of had dealings with in a past life who,
Mm.
he has turned up quite frequently, and I'm not so nice with him because it's been long going since the
Yeah,
1800s, to be fair. And yeah, and when he sort of gets too close to me when I go to a National Justice Museum,
yeah.
he's being a bit vicious. So yeah, I need to go back there again to meet him. We wouldn't struggle to connect to spirit in a location we overworked before, so I put the eco box in the middle of the room. My guests connected to loved ones.
Mm.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah. But we sort of find that at haunted antiques.
Yeah,
Um, there's, I don't. It's changed again. So there's a séance room, and we often found like the loved ones came through to the in the séance room.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
the last time I went, it was really different. It's because the people had taken their own ghosts with them from the house.
I tend to find for me it's the attic room.
Amazing. You like the
Mm.
attic room?
I do like the attic room, but again, my office is next door to the attic room, and I've got a couple. I had this experience in there a few weeks back. Did I tell you about it?
Depends how
When I
many
was,
weeks ago.
it was about 3 or 4 weeks back when it
Yeah,
happened.
you did
Yeah,
mention something happened,
yeah, it
but
was
I
really
don't
weird because
know.
there was my names in the building, and that's just us two. I was in my office clearing the cupboard out, and there was like a big metal frame, so I propped it out of my way so I can get to the cupboard, and I propped it against the door because I know there was just two of us. And
Yeah,
the doors are quite hefty in there, aren't they? And the
yeah.
door itself, I heard the door handle move, the knob, the door knob move,
Oh
and the
gosh.
door forcibly came forward and hit the frame. And I thought it was Ames coming up. I went, I won't be a minute. And but no reply.
Oh
And
wow.
so I popped out and put my head through it. No one there at all. And it's been caught on the CC because it sounds like there's like a conversation going on. And you can hear me saying, I won't be a minute. And it's really weird because I've disturbed something in that room because I've got a few items in there I brought from my den as well. And
Mm.
there's a Victorian, I put a Victorian bear in, well, Victorian Edwardian bear.
I've
And
seen him, haven't I?
he's
Yeah.
a nice little fella, yeah. He's actually sheepskin with 11 nose, but he's got an eye missing. And he's meant to have an attachment to him as well. So I thought, I'm going to let him live in there.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use it for spirit photography as well.
Brilliant.
I'm
Yeah,
going to create like a spirit photography studio as well as do a show some in there as well.
that's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
I,
So,
I can't get photos of spirit.
no.
Friend Dean Buckley, he does spirit
Yeah,
photography.
yeah.
It works for him. I I I take thousands of photos. I'm a keen photographer.
Yeah,
I
same here.
think
Yeah, yeah,
it's only about there's 2 shots of me which are potentially paranormal. One where I'm really badly overshadowed,
yeah,
and another where I've got white light coming out of the box. The a red wax covered box, which
yeah,
had an interesting experience with for about 2 to 3 years. And then I've got a photo at Warwick. Well, 3 photos of Warwick Castle, and something kind of appeared in the last photo.
yeah.
But generally, no, I haven't got anything, and I do take loads of photos.
Yeah, well, I was saying about like it's with me. I mean,
I
like EVPs. I don't have much luck with EVPs.
No, I don't.
I
No.
mean, the best
Oh,
time I've had
really?
EVPs is Pontefract. I had some good ones in Pontefract, at Monkhill train station, which I think is a brilliant place to local for EVPs and that.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. I sort of did get an EVP out Derby Jail. That was just on my phone.
yeah,
So it was just doing a film recording, and yeah, I just got a couple of words,
yeah.
and yeah. But yeah, generally I don't get EVPs.
No. Yes, I'm going to concentrate in my office. When I'm not doing shows in the office, I'm going to be doing like spirit photography or attempting spirit photography now, and encouraging
Yeah,
them to forward onto film or onto camera now. Let's see
yeah,
what happens.
that's it. I have got voice recorders, but
Yeah,
no, I only had one voice recording and I lost it. And it was Night Out Centre, and it's with that box,
yeah.
and it clearly said, "Let me out." And I had witnesses as well.
Can I imagine it? Let me
Um,
out.
yeah. So that wet red wax sealed box,
Yeah,
which somebody actually opened up, didn't they?
yeah. If it did,
Neil was
yes.
yeah. So
Yeah.
oh bless you. But yeah, that was an amazing interaction for about 2 to 3 years with this box. But yeah. I just kind of get these like I end up with this field. I sort of end up with a little project,
I think we all do, don't we? Really, when you
and
think
it's
about it.
hard, like there's this red wax box which I interacted with.
Yeah,
Basically, it used to I get a clicker. Well, I visited it, held it, then
yeah.
went, and then I had a click sound in my ear. I thought, what the hell? And as soon as you think, what the hell, it went. And then I realised that I get the click sound before I actually went to a centre.
Yeah.
And then once I was going to a centre, it didn't click. I thought, oh, what's going on? And it was cancelled. Then another time it clicked. I thought, well, I'm not going. And I ended up going. And it was really weird. And then it kind of changed. It became weaker. other mediums have picked up the sound it made as well. And yeah, it's really crazy experience.
Hmm.
Yeah, but it's just amazing.
In a way, as well, do you think we get
Yeah,
influenced by? Do you think we actually get influenced by spiritual activity to actually involve ourselves in this?
yeah. Oh my
Mm,
gosh, yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Um, there is another case I'm doing at the moment. So ever since I've known, there was something happened in Nottingham which I was absolutely fascinated by, and I don't know why. And then one day I go and investigate, and it's across the road from it. And it's really weird because I didn't realise that this location was across the road until I
yeah,
got there. And we found out a lot of information. I think I've got to go back one last time
yeah,
to try and get more information. But it's an interesting project, and I'm sort of going to do a chapter in my second book. My first book is coming on. So Lisa is going to look at it, who I spoke to on Monday. We've had a chat about it. She started editing it already.
yeah. That's good. Yeah,
And I've actually I've got a past life regression that I've actually taken part in, and I've actually filmed it. And I actually checked that out the other day, and I found some more information in it which I didn't realise. I'd already sent the previous information through to Mandy West,
yeah,
so she could tie it up to historical occurrences and people in history, and she actually managed to. So I provided a date and a name, and she actually managed to tie it up,
yeah.
which is absolutely incredible.
That's
So
good.
then I
That.
was kind of trying to work out who I was because I worked for this gentleman. And now I've actually, through watching the past life, I actually realised that I know what I was called in those days. So now I've got to try and find out if I committed a crime,
Yeah.
because actually my past life has thrown down the oubliette.
Oh, yeah,
Yes. And
yeah.
yeah.
You don't
So
crime you committed. You don't crime. What crime? But again, though, in them days, you didn't have to. You didn't really have to commit much of a crime to be filmed down one of them things.
yeah, well, in the past life, I think I'd killed somebody.
Nah.
Um, I didn't actually say it because the way Robbie did it, I did it with Robbie Crossan. So he kept jumping 5 years at a time.
Yeah.
So it was there, and then 5 years later, then where are you now? And
Yeah.
where are you? You know. And I think just as about to say what happened, we moved on, but he was actually seeing as I was saying. So then right at the end, he just took it through 3 years forwards,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
5, because he knew that I passed away.
Yeah.
He didn't want, he didn't want me to like overshoot, which is crazy. So yeah. Oh wow, you are busy then. Hughes project, Faith Rockstar started giving messages from beyond. Wow, that's crazy. That's
Mm.
brilliant. There you go. So Barry's done a book.
I have.
So
Yes.
it is
It's called.
available on Amazon.
It is on KD. Yes, it's called Restless Realm. And it's my interpretation of the paranormal, and I believe a few. It's when I lived in Doncaster, Yorkshire, and I still have ties to the locations. And it's a great little. People say it's a great little book. It's brilliant for people who is introduced to the paranormal world.
It
They
is a
say
good
it's
book.
quite. They say it's truthful. And I'm writing the second one, which is it'll be out when I feel it's finished, and it's slightly
Okay.
different path to it. But I mean, it's going to basically few little surprises in there for people, and hopefully it'll be
Yeah.
received as well as the first one was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like your first book. It was
thank
good.
you. So I've had
Yeah.
some brilliant responses from it.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
great. And, just to get yourself published is bloody
It's
amazing.
it's an achievement
It
itself.
really
Yes,
is.
it is. I mean, I've always said to myself, even if nobody bought it, I've got my name on a book. And but it's
That's
gone over.
right.
It's gone over the world. America, New Zealand, Australia. It's been good everywhere. It's well travelled.
Yeah.
Well, such
I
from little old me, and my ideology and stuff like
don't.
that.
No. Your ideology. Oh, yeah, that word.
That
It's
ideology. Yeah,
yeah, one of them.
yeah,
It is unique. Like I do a lot of run of the mill,
Yeah, yeah.
but you come out with different ideas.
I invent stuff
You're
as
very
well.
back to
Yeah,
basics, aren't you?
yeah.
And
Plus,
you
yeah,
stick by your beliefs.
I invent stuff as well. I look at ways.
Yeah.
I can see things when I make things. I can see it after it's finished. I mean, I've not built it yet. That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's really weird. I can look at something. I know how it works.
Yeah. But I can look at images and know how a photo's going to.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Maybe before I take a photo, I can see
Yeah,
what it's going to look like.
yes, exactly.
Like I've got a
Yeah,
natural eye for that, and it's what I
yeah.
can do.
You put your
Whereas,
viewfinder and think that's not quite right, but that one's perfect. Yeah,
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 you compose it before you even pick the
yeah.
camera up. I
Exactly,
already know that. But
exactly. Yeah,
for you, you're going one step further by, oh yeah, this is how it works, and
yeah.
yeah,
And plus as well, I've got a weird way of looking at things. I always try to look at it from the spirit's perspective as well.
that's good.
And how would they feel? I mean, put myself in their position. I'm intruding on their territory. I try to look at it in that kind of respect.
Yeah,
And
that,
I'm not
that's
abusive. I'm
compassionate.
not.
That's lovely.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not abusive. I don't antagonise. I mean, these are people live.
Oh
I mean,
God, no,
these are people who are brought up in manners and respect. So
definitely.
we should still acknowledge that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I certainly find it embarrassing when I've got equipment out, and you go, "Oh, can you go up to that, please?" And I
Is
do
that-
apologise to them and sort of explain that you're around, but I
yeah.
can't see you. Can you do this? And I say, I know it may seem silly to you,
Yeah.
but it's our way of recognising that you're present.
It's like when I'm at the centre,
So
they open
so
up all yeah.
apologetic.
It's like when they open all lock up the centre, and I'm on my own sometimes, and I'll say hello or goodbye to them. I talk to them as if they're next to
Yeah,
me.
I always say hello to him as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
I
I've had
always
some weird
apologise
experiences.
to Hannah.
I must have weird experiences in that place. I must admit, some good experiences, but strange.
Oh wow! There you go. Just sold a book.
Oh,
Oh
thank you,
wow!
thank you. And if I tell you what, if we ever meet, I will evaluate for you by signing it.
Oh, that is so lovely. Thank
Oh,
you
lovely,
so
thank you,
much.
thank you.
7 books as well. That's cool.
That's amazing.
Wow.
What's the exchange rate these days?
I know, that's it, isn't it? Oh,
Yeah.
that's absolute thanks so
I
much
tell you,
for that.
when you do get it, put it up on social media. I'd love to. I'll put love out next to it.
Yeah. So
Uh,
if you look at BRF Paranormal, I'll write it here, and this is on Facebook.
yes.
Um, so I'm Paranormal Path, which is obviously um I will write Paranormal Path, which is obviously what you're looking at on YouTube.
Mm.
And yeah, just come and say hello.
Yeah. And if you do post anything paranormal waste related as well, because we have been sent to now to a paranormal, as you can see on the ticker tape at the bottom. I love saying ticker tape.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you do tag anything in paranormal, put hashtag proud to a paranormal. It's a massive thing going on at the moment, and it's going to be a yearly thing as well, an incentive
Yeah,
day every year. So be proud to be who you are and what you do.
that's right. It is wonderful. So basically, there's a bit of negativity. There is often negativity
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
the paranormal world. You find your friends, you find like-minded people, and you
yeah,
go out and have adventures with them, don't you?
exactly.
Really,
Yeah,
but you just do what you do and make sure you enjoy it. So
do it
Barry
safely. That's it.
decided to go on. Then what did you do?
I create proud to
Find
be
some
paranormal.
paranormal. Yeah,
Yeah. And it's brilliant National T-shirt Day every year, 27th of July, which depending on what day, I try to put it to the nearest weekend, the nearest Saturday. So everybody, it's been brilliant worldwide last year. It was better than the first year, the previous year. And people are wearing paranormal T-shirts, hoodies, hats. If it's paranormal based, even if you sell products or paranormal infused items, you get it up there, hashtag it Project Paranormal. And it's brilliant. Yes,
yeah.
I do.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'll be doing things in the dark with Barry John with battery operated toys tomorrow night.
That's on
He's
a
gonna
different
have
show.
it. Right. But yeah, and that's it, isn't it? We've got all I've got all my gadgets. I've got all the batteries in ready.
And I
'Cause it's
created. Do you remember my battery I created? I created a new style of
oh
battery. It still
gosh,
works.
yeah.
Bullet batteries, and they still work. And I've got another idea to adapt to be even better. And it's weird because they actually do work.
Yeah,
I don't have
it
it at my moment on me, so I would
it was
I
a
would
bullet,
demonstrate.
wasn't it? You got a
Bullets, yeah,
bullet on. Yeah,
bullets, yeah. And
yeah,
yeah, I'll tell you what. Next time we're on, I'll demonstrate them.
yeah.
And they do actually work as well. I'm quite pleased. I've saved myself a lot of batteries.
So, been asked, are you familiar with the Mandela effect?
Yes, I think it's the one I'm thinking about. It is Mandela effect. I've heard of that.
I've heard of it, but I can't
Yeah,
explain it.
I can't remember what it is actually at the moment. I've heard of it, but
I've had a really stressful day.
yeah, I think we both have. Yeah, I'm wet
Yeah,
still.
so yeah, Barry
And I
got
put
a
it.
bit wet because it's absolutely storm-like outside.
Yep,
Neil knows it. And, I had a job interview today, so
you'll get it.
yeah, it's been a
You'll
weird
walk it.
one. Yeah,
You'll walk it.
I try my best, and that's all you can do.
If
Yeah.
you don't, we'll nobble the candidates.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I don't even know who they are, but I actually will know them. This
Yeah.
is the thing, like, yeah.
Uh,
So we'll see. But it's a bit weird at an interview where the answer to a question is actually the answer to the next question as well.
that's nice hindsight.
Yeah, so there's like asking a question and I've sort of answered it, and a bit of the answer actually was the answer to the next question on more than one occasion. So yeah, and like even the final question I mentioned probably on question 3. So yeah, I think I covered all bases.
Thing about interviews, they're all the same, aren't they? I mean, don't you tell them what they want to hear?
Yeah, well, this is it. The ones that they do. Okay. So when you believe something, but it never happened.
Yes, that's it. Because like missed, it's like me and a friend of mine were talking about this the other day, and about it's what was it talking about? What subject was it now? What I can't remember what it was. We're talking about it. Right, it's like false memories.
Oh right, okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
you've got a memory of something. It's like Queen, for example, Queen song. Which what's it called now? Oh, which one is it now? Champions, we are the champions. That one. Yeah,
Ah,
everything of the world, but they don't sing of the world at the end of
oh,
it. Yeah,
wow, that's cool. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but I don't know. Now I vaguely remember my granddad sitting at the bottom of the bed, but I don't know if
Yeah,
that's a real memory or not. So that's what that is. Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
bless you. Yeah.
You don't know if you dreamed it or.
No.
Yeah.
Or maybe I was reading a book and I wanted it to happen.
I had a dream a while back now. I remember me and my grandmother in a dream. I woke up. It was lived in my flat many years ago, and I woke up and I thought I saw my grandmother, who's been passed away a long time now.
Oh wow.
I woke up. I don't know if it was a dream or what. Like when you wake up suddenly, it wasn't
Yeah.
scary. I just seemed to. I saw a silhouette on the end of a bed because where we lived in my flat at the time, it was I had a bed there, and at the end of the bed was built-in units, and it showed like a
Okay.
silhouette against the unit. Yeah, and I thought at the time, I thought it was. I just went and I looked for a few minutes and went back to bed, and I felt it. I felt like it was normal.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's stuff like that, and you think you look at it's like you wake up, have I dreamed it, or when you wake up the following morning, that's a weird dream I had. But then again,
Mm,
was it a dream? Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you can have.
It's like my friend as well. I mentioned earlier on who passed away. I dreamed I was chatting to him a while back. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, from what I remember, is it Inver City?
In there?
Inver City, yeah. Or is it it's
In
Anver
there.
City? Anver City, isn't it?
Sex in the
Anver
sex.
City.
Is it? I
Sex
thought it
Amber
was in
City.
there.
Yeah, because Sex in the City sounds a bit more curious. Yeah, yeah, Sex Amber City. I'm
Oh
sure it's Sex
god.
Amber City. I never watched it, but I think I know what you mean. Yeah.
And the city.
And my sister,
Ah, you're a
yes.
winner.
Yay! Do with a coconut
Yay.
or a
You win
goldfish.
a you win a proud to be paranormal badge.
Yay! I can't wait for it to arrive.
Yay.
I can't wait for it to arrive.
I did take them up to Scotland.
Oh yeah.
So yeah. So
Hmm.
ah in.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
thought it was. I thought it was. Yes.
Oh god, yeah. That's crazy, the out of body experiences.
Yeah.
Yeah. That yeah, I've sort of read about that years
I
ago.
tell you what, we just, I've not really had so much of the antibac experience, but I tell you what I felt at times. It's like when you're, I mean, you're laid there, you feel, suddenly you feel like you're falling backwards really quickly.
Okay,
I've had that a couple of times.
that's strange.
Yeah, I had one on a train once as well. It was quite experienced. So I was sat there. There was a train next to me. That train started moving. I went, whoa! Really weird it was. Yeah,
Oh, maybe the train was just moving.
yeah. But it was the train next to us moving, not us. But I went, ooh,
Oh, okay, yeah. Of course.
yeah,
That's just you though, isn't it?
yeah. Basically, yeah.
That's Barry being Barry. That's cool.
It'd be me, yeah. I should know because I'm used to trains. I lived on a base. I grew up with trains.
Oh god, Neil, I was so worried about you then. That was
Ooh.
awful. Yeah. Yeah, so Neil's been in hospital at times and oh god. Yeah.
Mm,
But I'm glad you're alright because
yeah,
gee,
definitely.
so scary. I do have a short vid on my channel. Yeah, just share it.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know what? Just share it onto Paranormal Path on the group and I'll keep a lookout. But
Yeah, we're
yeah.
lucky, yeah, yeah.
But thanks so much for watching or BRF Paranormal as well. But
Exactly,
yeah,
yes.
we appreciate it.
Yeah,
We just have a chat. We have a chat once a month. I have a chat every Monday. I have
yeah,
different guests on a Monday. And then the last Thursday of the month, me and Barry just have a chat about
everything and
whatever.
nothing. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I
you
do
know it.
I
The
do have another show
conversation
as well.
goes anywhere.
Yeah, I do have my own show as well, Frankish speaking, which I'm put on, it's on Roku TV,
Yeah,
on Ghost Planet Network. First episode, I've got more episodes planned than that, but at the moment, the first episode's up there still of Carolyn East Drive Pontefract, and
yeah.
that's the
So
fascinating watch of that. Actually, it's very fascinating.
yeah.
And we're also
Ghost
on other
Planet.
people's shows as well, aren't we? Mm.
Yes,
Mm.
yes. We're doing shows, aren't we?
We do. We do
Is
lots of
it
shows.
ghostplanet.co.uk or com?
I think it's com, is it? Is it com?
Com, I think. So
I
if you
think.
check out www.ghostplanetnetwork.com, it's got loads of decent videos on there. So
We're on it.
everything what goes on there is actually real and
Yeah,
true.
it's not
So
not dramatized.
there's no exaggerations. This is real investigation, raw.
No
Some of it
drama.
edited, but
Yeah,
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 anything what's gone on there, it's just been checked out, and yeah, and
yeah.
I've got a few interviews on there through Paranormal Path as well, and then Barry's got his on there as well.
And also
Oh, bless
within
you! Yeah,
there's a few. I'm on a couple of others as well. I can't remember what it's called now. The blah, 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 blah. Paranormal Blackout as well. We're on that as
yeah,
well.
yeah. You did the
Yeah,
Paranormal Blackout.
yeah,
So that was an interesting concept. So there's a haunted building with loads of haunted objects in it, and
yeah.
Barry just walked around with a camera and a torch.
And I'm not the only one to do it. There's been a few to do it as well. It's
Yeah,
quite interesting because every investigator who's actually done that don't have their own techniques and unique ways, ideology of
yeah,
doing things. So no two episodes are the same.
yeah. I'm doing the live. You know how we're doing
Yeah,
Ghost Planet Network live investigation?
yeah,
I'm doing one of them.
that's good.
Yeah,
There's lots. It's not just us there. There's other. It's everything. Everyone from a paranormal society who basically believe in are the same as us. That the
yeah,
paranormal shouldn't be dramatized and faked and stuff. It's homegrown material, and as it should be.
yeah. And
Mm.
there are different qualities. Some have got, you know, have great promotion in front of it. Others
Yeah,
like mine I just stick on there because I can't do video editing and stuff like that. And
I like that.
yeah,
I like to,
there's all
yeah,
sorts, and it's genuine.
and I like to
Yeah.
interview. I like to interview people. Mm,
Oh, Neil, that's wonderful. Yeah, because
yeah,
it's what Neil Packer works on.
that's right.
So he's
It's
been
creative,
doing
yeah.
it. That's about a year, is it?
Bit more now, a little bit more, yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah,
So it's very similar to Roku. It is kind of that. It is kind of Roku.
it is on Roku. It is on the Roku platform.
It's on
But
the
if you type
platform, but
in
it's
Ghostlight
actually called,
Network,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah. So you could, if you look at Roku, you can't find it, but if you got a Roku stick,
yeah.
Ghost
Because as
Planet Network
well,
is on there.
because well, way to look for it when you get your pop-up screens, and like your Netflix and your Apple TV and stuff when they pop up. Ghostlight Network's got its own, so you
Yeah,
click onto it and it takes you to everything but what's on there.
yeah. So just sort of go down, see, and you've
Yeah,
got different videos from different people, be it podcasts, be it investigations, be
yeah,
it Neil and Jane's shows,
yeah.
who sort of are at the centre.
My
And
chat
yeah,
show.
all different
Yeah,
things.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's just a place like, yeah, it's genuine, isn't it?
Exactly. Yes, as it should be. It does what exactly says on the tin.
Oh, wow. You should be able to pick it up then, Neil. That'd be cool.
Definitely. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. So, yeah, that's brilliant. But have you got anything else to say?
Uh, no, apart from I'm going to go for a bath and get dry.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not good, is it? It just,
Yeah, let's hope tomorrow's a little bit better, but I mean, don't
yeah.
want
And,
to.
and I've got a
But then
tent to
again,
dry, hopefully.
a final question. I mean, it does intrigue. It's an intriguing question because last weekend when I was at the centre, I was doing tours, and I was talking to one couple, and it made me laugh because it actually thundered at the same time I was talking to them. I mean, so just does. Do you believe the weather can anticipate and exaggerate paranormal experiences? Mm.
Maybe. I don't know.
Mm. You don't know
But,
that?
well, you've got the energy thing, haven't you?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
If technically we're saying that spirit need energy, then it's
and if
there, isn't it?
you get a good bolt of lightning and
Yeah, then it's that's a bit of power going for it, isn't it? Oh, thanks a lot.
yeah,
Appreciate that. But yeah, so it's just one of those, isn't it? Yeah. So yeah. But when I was driving through Stoke, my God, it's
yeah,
Melmeter. Yeah, I've got one of them.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
just there as well. I don't know whether to take that with me tomorrow night, but
yeah.
yeah. You know what? Next time it's stormy, which yeah,
It's
there's yellow rain warning at the moment, so whether anything's going to happen,
yellow
then I'll
rain.
sort
That doesn't sound very nice. Yellow rain doesn't sound nice.
no, it's usually with
It's
snow,
like
isn't
yellow,
it?
it's like yellow snow. Yeah.
But yeah, I might take my Melmeter tomorrow night because the
Yeah,
weather is a bit hit and
that's
miss
right.
at the
Yeah,
moment, isn't it?
use different, just
So
try something different. Yeah.
yeah, no idea what's going on there because it's weird what happened in Dubai, wasn't it? And they had too
Mm,
much rain, didn't they? So
it's
there's
not
a lot
explained.
we don't know
Yeah,
about. Yeah,
yeah.
we don't like yellow snow, do we?
No, it's
And yeah, there gets to be quite a bit in my garden
oh,
because I've got a big hound.
you gonna say you got an outside toilet?
Oh yeah, he uses it. But okay. But I think we'll call it a night then. And
Yes,
but
and
thanks everyone, and thanks Overprotector. Thanks Neil, and
yes,
yeah, brilliant.
brilliant. And we do every. Well, I say we do this every month. So
Yeah, we just have
if
a
not,
chat
if,
about whatever and see where it ends up.
and if you do have a topic you like to discuss, contact us.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Don't make snow cones with yellow snow.
So,
No, not good. Oh, bless you. But yeah, take care, everyone. Thanks for listening. Have a good weekend, and
stay safe.
most of all, stay safe.
Yeah, take care.
Bye.
Bye all.